Okay, let's start our webinar. Assalamualaikum and good morning. Sorry. Okay, I start again, yeah. Assalamualaikum and good morning, everyone. Welcome to our webinar, GISimple, a Geospatial Production Web Hub. So we are very happy to have all of you here with us today. So I can see some familiar names in the participant list. Some of them are my friends and some of them are my connections. So for those who joined our first session earlier, welcome back. And thank you for continuing the journey with us. And to those who are joining us for the first time today, a very warm welcome. We are really glad to have you here. So my name is Farida and I will be your host. We also have Miss Hazli as our technical person and our VVIP, Mr. Lias Mokrawi, as our main speaker. As usual, before we begin, just a few quick housekeeping rules I want to share. So maybe can move to the next slide. Okay. So these are things I always go through. So I end up repeating the same lines every time we conduct a webinar. So the first one is, the session is being recorded and will be shared later via email and on my GIS for your viewing at your convenience. So kindly note that recording the live session using third-party tools or device is not allowed. The presentation will take place around 1 hour and remaining 30 minutes is for Q&A session. And please keep your microphone muted. You are allowed to turn on your mic during Q&A to ask questions verbally. You also can use both English or Bahasa, whichever you are comfortable with. So during the presentation, you may drop your question in the chat box anytime. And another reminder is we highly appreciate the cooperation from everyone to rename your nickname or display name to your real name. So hope it could be done so that we can address you properly during the Q&A session. So just a very simple step to follow as you can see on the slide. So the very quick tutorial to rename, just go to participant icon, go to your current registered name, click on the three dots next to mute button, and then select rename to change it. So it's done. Okay, so the next slide, please. Okay, so what we do? We do provide GIS consultancy, GIS system integration, professional GIS training, open source GIS solution, GIS application development, and data integration using FME. So FME stands for Feature Manipulation Engine. So before I hand over to our speaker, so let me quickly give you a picture of what today's sessions is all about. Our session is about GISimple. We have kept the slide short, but our speaker will walk you through more details in the live demo. The agenda for the session cover introduction to GISimple and then followed by a Q&A session. And we also have what's next. So what's awaiting you for the next webinar in this series? We will share the teaser at the end of the session. So please sit back and stay tuned as we dive into GISimple and see how it can level up your mapping workflow, streamline web publishing, and enhance geospatial data visualization. So now it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker for today. Welcome on board Mr. Lias Mokrawi. Just a very quick background. Mr. Lias Mokrawi is a senior geospatial consultant with extensive experience in GIS implementation, WebGIS development, and geospatial system integration. He is also an accredited trainer with HRD Corp, stand for Human Resource Development Corporation, where you can use the grant to enroll in our course, as all of them are HRD Corp claimable. So with hands-on expertise in QGIS, Geospatial, enterprise GIS workflows, he has worked closely with our organization to streamline spatial data publishing and management. His approach focuses on helping teams work more efficient by improving processes and reducing repetitive GIS tasks. So without further delay, I would like to invite Mr. Lias to take over the session. The floor is yours, Mr. Lias. Over to you.
Hi, Farida. Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming for this session, this exciting session. So, for those who came during last webinar, we spoke about Q2G. So, Q2G, what is Q2G? It is QGIS to GeoServer, right? So, what we do is we help the people to upload layers into GeoServer for web mapping. And this plugin helps to keep the styling, meaning that you create a map, you like a map, you want to create it, you want to be able to keep the same styles, but to use that, how do you call, web-based. After that comes another layer if you want to do WebGIS, which is using third-party software such as Open Layers, Leaflet, or even you have now a few more. You have MapLibre, which is taking quite a lot of momentum in the industry. Uh, the the issue is that you need to do programming to get the maps ready, and it takes a long time to do that. Uh, During those years where I've been doing consultancy, and it's always you need to have knowledge in GIS, knowledge in database, knowledge in scripting using HTML or JavaScript, then testing, retesting. So you spend a lot of time and money learning and creating your interface. So for the past years, I was thinking, is there a way to make things easier? Of course, you have some products available, but very costly. So try to find a way to um, maybe not to provide it for free, but at a reasonable price compared to some other products, right? So let's continue with the slides. This is the overall idea. So introduction to GISimple, as the name says, GIS is for Geographic Information Systems, and then simple because it's simple to use. You don't need to, if you use any desktop software, you will be able to manipulate the software by yourself. So what is GISimple? Lightweight WebGIS environment. It is built on industry standard technologies. Serves at a central hub. We are going to tell you why a central hub. For a complete GIS ecosystem, integrates seamlessly with QGIS and several GIS formats and several web map services. We're going to talk about that later on. Provides a scalable and flexible foundation for desktop, web, and field GIS workflows. You will have a clearer idea by the end of the webinar on what you are talking about for this point number 5. Key features, interactive maps and dashboards, or a dashboard, or dashboards, it depends. You can create many dashboards. You can do data integration with several formats. We're going to talk about that as well, GeoJSON, KML, KMZ. Then you have layer management to manage your layers. And you can create standalone projects. This is very important and very useful because imagine if you are, let's say, a small let's say, municipality council, like a daira, and then you have people have to work in different mukim, so you can create a different project for a different team. Okay, so people can download data. You don't have to share one single application, and to recreate the same, it doesn't take. It's not difficult. It's very easy. You are going to see that later. So data integration, combine data sets from different formats, layer management, you can organize your data as well at the web level. And then you can do, let's say, create standalone projects for preparing for field work. Okay. Features will continue. Supports light spatial data analysis. We are going to see that. You can do some data analysis, but if you really want to do more complicated data analysis, please use a desktop software. Don't do that on web. Mobile and field support, it allows you to have to create, say, download data into a mobile app, and then you can edit and upload your data later on. User management role, you can manage users, and reporting and exporting, you can export your data in several formats as well, just CSV, uh, any kind of not any kind, but mainly CSV and GeoJSON, but you'll keep all the information still. Solve common GIS challenges, data fragmentation across departments, inconsistent formats, silos, limited access to geospatial information, provides a centralized WebGIS application, enables anytime, anywhere access to geospatial data, improves collaboration and decision making. So that includes also versioning of the data, but that will be in another webinar that we are going to show you how things work. Supports data versioning, yeah. So that is one of the most important things. I'm going to see in what aspect the data versioning is supported. And then you have security and integration. So for maintenance, we have regular software updates and patches, server monitoring, usage dashboard, support real-time synchronization. But the most important is that in terms of security, we have different roles for the security. I'm going to show you that live. In terms of integration, it supports different WebGIS formats like WMS, WFS, WMTS, and ArcGIS feature store as well. Supports multiple data formats and sources that you can upload. And also for those who are using FME technology, it can also integrate with FME flow through webhooks, or what we call, used to be called FME server. So if you have some data you want to download, you can just select some area and then download the data that you want to download. Let's show you the interface of this web application. So this is how the application looks like. Of course, so you have, here's GISimple. You have some toolbars. It looks like any desktop software, but on the web. You have a left panel where you can just, by default, you have layer manager. You can manage the table of contents. You have normal controls inside the map canvas. These are the layer panels, and you can also view the data if you want to, you wish to. We are going to see later on how to add and remove panels. And one of the powerful aspects of this is that you can view and manipulate some of the, not really manipulate, but you can extract some of the data in the attribute table. I'm going to show you that in the next slide. So the attribute will look like this, attribute table, sorry. Then in the attribute table, you can can edit, but there's a limitation in the edits. You can enable selection, clear selection, zoom to selection, and so on and so forth. Then you can do some of the selection of the records and download as CSV or copy paste or download as GeoJSON as well. We are going to stop these slides and jump into the demo. All right, let me minimize this. We're going to see this later. Excel. Oops. So this is how it would look. All right. But before we get into this, let me start from where we stopped last week. So I have QGIS, my QGIS project here. There you go. And let me just remove this that we don't need. So just to repeat, the plugin is available under Manage All plugins. It's free. The plugin is free. So just type Q2G, and then you will find Q2G, and then you can just install it. So far for the past 2 months, we had about 308 downloads worldwide, which is good. And then to access this, because you can see that the plugin is still in as an experimental plugin, so you may not see this plugin. What you need to do is you need to go to settings and then show also experimental plugins. So you will be able to see the plugin and download it. Last week, 2 weeks ago, or last webinar, we showed all the plugins that we have developed. So this is one of the most complicated that we have developed. And we will continue developing this. We are not going to add anything to it, but just to make sure that we maintain it like the latest version, because QGIS is moving away from Qt5 and upgrading everything to Qt6. So we have upgraded many of our plugins, including this one, to Qt6. And last week, QGIS version 4 was released, so we are going to upgrade everything into version 4. But this is available in version 3, Qt5, version 3, Qt6. So next thing would be version for QGIS 4. Okay. So once you have installed that, here what I have is, let me just turn on my data. Okay, so this is all data from TTDI, Kuala Lumpur. Okay. So what I have is, I'll just turn on Q2G, just to make sure that everything works perfectly. We have created a workspace. We called it Demo 1. So I will just select all of the layers I want to send into my GeoServer. So I just load selected layer, QGIS layers to GeoServer. And then I just click, and it will be loading everything inside this workspace. Everything is successful. I will click OK or close. Now, one of the powerful things that we have in here is that in Q2G is that you can preview the layers. So I'll just click here. Now, I can preview the layers inside GeoServer. Of course, you need to set up GeoServer, all the URL and so on. So your administrator would know exactly how to do that and give you the information. What I'm going to do is I'm going to load the layers that I've uploaded into GeoServer into a map here, a web map. But this is like a temporary map, but I will show you how you can save it. So what I'll do is, excuse me, I will just type demo one, that is the workspace, then load layer from GeoServer. So these are all the layers that are inside the workspace. In GeoServer, the workspace means just a folder where you keep all your layers. So you can keep one workspace per project if you want to. I'm going to unselect this one. I don't need it. So I'm going to add all as WMS and not WFS. All right. WMS, what is the difference between WMS and WFS? WMS is an image service, whereas WFS is a feature service. The difference is that WMS GeoServer will take a snapshot of the picture whenever you zoom the image, sorry, whenever you zoom in and out, then send it to your browser. Whereas the WFS, it is the features themselves, the data itself. So that's the main difference. Once I have selected my layers, I will just add selected. So my data is here. What I will do is I am going to double click on, let's say, schools, and it will zoom to the area. Okay. Then I can just zoom in here to the image. If I want to put the image at the back, so this is like any other GIS software, it will draw from the bottom to the top. So I will just drag it down. There you go. And I can do the same. I'm going to put the buildings under the centroids so I can see the points now. The restaurants and the roads are okay. No issues with that. Cool. And I'm going to change from dark mode, I'm going to change to light mode. All right. Light mode is just the map that you want to use. Okay. So what I will do now, I'm going to add something else. I'm going to search in all the layers. I have Malaysia states. I'm going to add this, Malaysia states. Then I can just double click to zoom to Malaysia states. Okay. I apologize about this. I'm not sure why is this happening. Okay. This is something new. This is relating to OpenStreetMap, OSM. Okay. All right. And then I can set the transparency if I want to. Let's say if I want to, let me just zoom back to our buildings. All right, there you go. So if I want to save this, it's very simple. I will just keep everything as it is, and then I will save map state. So I'm going to save it here in demo one. And then I will call it demo one. And the extension for demo one is, for the map state is a geos extension. We just gave it a name, geos. So it's going to be .geos. I click on save. Okay, so it has been saved already. And to check if my map is saved, I can retrieve it anytime I want. What I will do is I'm going to clear the map. So now I don't have any layers. And then I'm going to change from light mode to dark mode. What I will do is I will just load map state. So this is the file that I've created earlier. I saved it as demo one, then just double click and there you go. My map is back. Okay, so this is very easy because you can have different maps for you to view, and then you can just upload sorry, you can just reload the map exactly the way you left it. So if you have different areas, or let's say if you are a big plantation company and then you have different areas, you have a plantation in Johor, one in Perak, another one maybe in Indonesia, so you can always save different map states. Okay. Now that we have done this, what we will do is we are going to close the preview. Okay. I'm going to keep this open for now. I can just close this. Just keep, let me save this. I'm going to keep QGIS open. Okay, so this is a map that I've prepared. So as you can see, the interface, this is the interface of GISimple. So usually what we do is we need to run a server at the back, but this is transparent to the users. This is the toolbar. The toolbar can be moved. You can just move it if you want. Okay. You can change the size of the toolbar. You can just drag it back to put it back there. Speaking of the interface, other things that we have in the interface are we have the sign in button. So I am here as a guest meaning that anyone who goes in without uh, signing in will see that at start. So if I refresh this, okay, if I refresh my view, it will automatically go back to the map that I have saved. So imagine that you have a project all the time. You don't need to save your specific, sorry, every time you can just save the guest view the way you want. And every time somebody goes in, it will see it this way. All right. Just look at it as you are using any desktop software. So the interface, I've shown you this. Here we have the left panel, the right panel, and then the bottom panel as well. So what can we do now? For the interface as it is, if I click on display menu has a few things like which I can change to take a look using different other uh, base maps. Let's say I can use Dark Carto. Okay. Can use Carto Voyager. All these are existing free base maps. Okay. You don't have to register. And then USGS satellite. Sometimes you need to zoom out a bit more for it to appear. Okay. Never mind. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. That USGS satellite image, the service. OSM cycle map, OSM humanitarian map, and OSM topographic. Okay, so this is a topo map. Okay. In addition, what we can do is we can change the skin of this web map. The default is light, but then you can change to dark mode. You can change to high contrast. Sometimes people need to have high contrast map. This is ocean with blue tones, sunset, forest, which is green tones, and sky. I will be doing the demo with the light interface. All right. I need you to look at, okay, the buttons that we have here. So they're very simple. This is to load a map. I'm going to show you that later. This is to save a map. We are going to demo all these later. This is load map state. Remember map state in Q2G? This is exactly what we will be doing. GeoServer layers. This is the GeoServer layers. Labeling. We're going to see how we can label. We're going to do some geocoding. What else? Creating annotations. Annotations does not mean labeling and then creating annotations. Annotations meaning to put some circles, to draw some stuff on the map. Identifying features, selecting features, creating charts. I'm going to talk about creating charts, but I'm not going to create charts. This is for gauges. A gauge is like a meter on your car. Okay. And then we have the map controls. The map controls are all these map controls that can be removed and added if we want to. Sorry. So you can see on the left here and just turn on and turn off any controls I want. Those that exist, maybe you don't need them, right? This is something I'll be showing as well. This is in case if you want to have a dashboard, if you have many screens, you can use GISimple as a dashboard. You can use different layers, different maps, different things, but you want them to be able to zoom, pan at the same place at the same time for demonstration purposes. Yes, we can do that. And this is with the sync tool. This is recently used tools. These are the recently used tools that you have used, so you will know which ones, if you want to get back, like just now I used the teams, right? So I can just click here. So these are the different teams that I've used, okay? So I will go back to the light, right? This is like redo if you want. For those who are doing any programming, they want to add the map inside their own website, then they can use this to copy the iframe code, right? So you can just copy that and then we go inside your own map if you want to. We have scale, so you can change the scale if you want, all right? To zoom in to an area, I just have to double click here. Oh, this is WFS, sorry. Here's the map. If I want to go back to the school, is the animation working or Lynn? Ada, okay. All right. So this is as a user, a guest, you can view all this. Of course, all these can be removed as an administrator. You can remove all these floating panels. We call them floating panels. So the panels can be removed. They can be removed. They can be floating as well. So I just click here to put it back on the right. I can just click down to put it at the bottom if I want to. But the bottom usually we keep it for the attributes. We're going to see that shortly. Okay. You can turn on, turn off the panels, or you can collapse them. Say expand all, collapse all. Same thing here. All right. I need you to pay attention here on the left-hand side, right after the logo, because I'm going to sign in now. I'm going to sign in as, oh, sorry, before we do that, pardon me, I just want to show something. As you can see now, if I go back, it will show exactly where I saved my data. We also have the documentation. So the documentation is detailed about how to use and everything. We have more advanced tools which are not shown, but those are shown just for the if programming is required by third party, then we provide those tools. So I will close this. If I sign in, I will sign in as the super admin. Super admin is the owner of everything inside GISimple. I own everything. I control, we are going to see that later, but I will control the users. I will control, sorry, before that, the administrators. I will control the users and control the guests, what they can view, what they can see. I can change users, let's say from user to admin, so I can change their roles from admin to guest. We can do that as well. So when I sign in, you can see here on the left-hand side, just now there was nothing, but now okay, that is not supposed to happen. Let me just see what is the issue. Okay. Okay, I'm logged in already, sorry. So now I'm logged in, and you can see here on the left-hand side, I have a new menu that appears, which was not there before, which is File, and then I have a lot of options here. Okay. And the first option, what I'm going to do is I am going to save this, the entire settings here, the map itself, so I can reuse it in the future. So we click on File, and then Save As. So I will go to demo 1, and then I would call it TTDI. All right. So this is my map that I will be able to get back anytime I want. I will go back to File here, and then I'm going to, what I will do is I'm going to zoom somewhere else. I will double click on Malaysia State. Okay. I turn on this, and then I will zoom into Sabah, for example. And what I will do is I'm going to save this map as Sabah map. File, save as. I'll call it Sabah. From here, I'm going to save this map as the default map, meaning that everybody who goes in there, goes to the website, will have this opening. So I just click on File, and then Save as default map. It will save the state of everything here. So we need to wait a bit. Okay, it has saved everything. I'll click OK. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open a new private browsing window. And I'll just go to GS 11.7.7. I'll go in as a guest. And you see, it opened exactly at the location of the, how do you call that? Of the saved default map. So every time somebody opens, it will open there. But let's do something more interesting. So I have this map. This is my default map. I am going to remove everything and open just a blank map. So delete default map. Okay. So once I've deleted the default map, if I uh, sign out, as you can see, nothing happens, meaning that this is how it will be open as a default. I don't have any default map. Now, let's look at the project loader panel. As you can see that the project loader, what it does is it can read the GEOS files that we have saved in Q2G. So I click on Browse File. Okay. Then I go to the folder that is demos 1 that we saved earlier. And then here I have two options. One is to add the layers only. One is to load full project. The full project, what it does is it will load all the layers and then apply the base map, the same base map as the one in Q2G, plus the zoom in, the zoom in extents that we saved earlier. So click on load full project, and then when I click on load project, so it has loaded everything. So this makes it extremely easy in the sense that we have our map on QGIS. We save as geos. I don't have to do any programming. And then I come to GISimple, and then I upload my layers the way I want. So all the layers are there. Okay. And of course, we have a few options here. I can check the opacity if I want. And for all these layers that we have, I can check the URL used. So these are the URLs which I can reuse as I want for maybe another software if I have something else. We can turn on and turn off the layers. Just want to make sure that this is correct. I've not forgotten anything because there's just so many things that we can show you, but I cannot show you everything because of the time. We don't have much time. All right, now let's see. Let's talk about the data itself. So but before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign in again as a super admin. There you go. And you can see that because the super admin has removed the map, so we cannot reuse the map. It is not the default map. So what I will do is I'm going to load the map that I have saved earlier. It is a map file that will be, I'm going to open TTDI map. There you go. So my map is open already. I don't have to redo programming. I don't have to do anything. Just open the map file and then it's all in there. All right. Now let's take a look at what we can do with the layers. So I have Malaysia state. I click here, and then I just click on show attribute table, like any GIS software. So I open here, and you can see that I have all the attributes here. This is for Malaysia states. So I just, oh yeah, two things I forgot to inform. Here I have my legend for the map that I can just, I can make it invisible if I want to. And then I can just click to zoom to any map I have. Can turn on and turn off layers. Why do we have this? Because I can just click on this button to be able to toggle to full screen. All right. This is really nice to have this if you have a dashboard. So this is your map. You can just zoom in, zoom out, and then have many different maps in different screens, then make them synchronized. Okay. So to close the full map, the full screen, I just click on this button, and then I have back my window here. Speaking of which, let me just turn off this. I don't need it. If I have, I can just identify any of the features. I need to select the layer first, then click on identify, and just click, and I have my identify dialog that opens or pop up. So you can see that. Okay. All right. So you can just pop up the information that you want, but you need to select, of course, the layer, make it active. Once you have done that, what else can we do? We can select items as well. For example, I want to enable selection. So I have Mersing. I don't know where is Mersing located. I just click and then I double click. It will zoom to the feature. All right. What we can do is promote the selected. So it will put whatever we selected in front at the top of the tables. So if I click here, okay, I just double click and it will zoom there. So what I can do is I can, let's say, I can just pan to the selection, or I can just zoom, hang on, zoom to selection, right? I can search, I can make a search. So I just put, for example, I'm looking for Kedah. So it will show me only the records from Kedah. So I will just double click and yeah, Pulau Daya Munting, I don't know the place. Anyways, so it will show me the place. If I have a few records, I can just press on the control button. Okay, let me just remove the selected on top. So let's say if I want to select a few of these records, then I just zoom to selection. It will zoom to, sorry, the selected records. But this is all Kedah. Okay. All right. What I will do from here, if I need to create a report for something and I want to have only this record in my Excel sheet, so what I do is I can just copy select it and then go to Excel and paste. You can see that automatically it will put the header of the table and only the selected records. All right. Okay. So I can just, whenever I click here, anything on the map, it will also click, it will select here. So I click on promote so we can see where is it. Uh, okay. Oh, because we have put here Kedah, it's not in the list. Okay. So here is Hulu Perak. This is Ulu Terengganu. This is Pulau Pinang, Perlis. All right. So this is about the selection. And we can just download the CSV if we want to, or download as a GeoJSON, just the selection only, right? You can click here for selection only, selected only, download CSV, or download GeoJSON, no problems. Okay, so far? So I guess we can continue with our script. Attribution, selecting attributes, copying, pasting, download attributes, download selection, upload GeoJSON, and okay. And sometimes the users, they have their own, if they have their own KML, I'm going to close this. If they have their own KML or GeoJSON file and they want to take a look here, what is located. So we have, let me just minimize all this, collapse all this. What, all right. We have a key in this in GISimple, which is Control K. Control K is to turn on and turn off any panels. So we have all sorts of panels that have a lot of information, all right, a lot of tools. But what I'm going to do is we have upload layers. So upload layers, this is the panel for upload layers. What it does is it allows you to upload KML or GeoJSON or KMZ files. But let's say another thing I want to show is that you can rearrange the panels in the list of the main left right panel. You can arrange that, and then you can just maximize to full length if you want to. For the users, as a user, I need to have what we call to create a session where I upload my data. The session will be saved. It doesn't matter how many times you go in. So you can just create a session and then you can upload your files. Here, if let's say I'm going to delete these that I have uploaded earlier. So this is my session. The session belongs to me or any user. All right. So I can just browse files, and I don't have any KML or JSON from Malaysia, but I have some from the FME training. I'm going to use those FM uh, data, and then under zoning. So I have KML and JSON file. I'm going to upload this. So I have uploaded these two files. Once I have uploaded in my folder, private folder, if I look at the layers here, they have been already, I had them earlier, I did not delete. So they have been, going to delete them. So these files can be added as layers into GISimple. So I just double click, let's say on zones. This is data from Vancouver, Canada. Okay. I will change the opacity, but there's the other this is zones. Let me just I remove the dock one, so we can see that it is transparent. But what I can do is later on, I'm going to show you that we can also style these the data as well for the layers. We can style them very nicely and then reload our map, the styles. Okay, so JSON upload files, and then, okay, so about the styling, I'm going to collapse everything here. I can close this KML GeoJSON panel. I don't need it. I don't need the project loader. I've done that. Now I just go back to the key, the shortcut Control K. It will open all the panels I want. I just type style, and then I just click once. So this is the styling. Okay. So for the styling, it will ask me which layer I want to style. And by the way, it will style only features kind of data, not WMS, because they're already styled by inside the server or when they are served by GeoServer. So what we do is I'm going to select zones. All right, so that will be the layer I'm going to style. I'm going to use categorized. And if I look at the layers here, okay. If I look at the zones, if I select zones, I can click to see the attributes of the, this is a GeoJSON file. So here, these are all the attributes of the GeoJSON file. And then by the same way, we can zoom in, zoom out, zoom, pan to selection, exactly the same as for the other layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use categorized, and then I can view here. We have the zone name, the zone category. I am going to create a category by zone category, and then generate classes. Same thing like in any other desktop software, desktop GIS, sorry, software. Then I click on apply,
我
but
最后我
just
自
to show
己
you
我买
that.
那个嘞，我自己买一个 USB 3的导，
Okay. So what we do is we apply the styles, and you can see that all the styles have been applied. All right. Okay. Other things that you need to know is that whenever we save a map, it will save exactly the panels that you have selected. It will reapply them this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to File and Save As, Save Map As, meaning Save As. Then I'm going to call this map Vancouver. Okay, save. All right. So later on, we can retrieve it if we want to. And at the meantime, if anyone has questions, you can put them in the chat. All right. My colleagues will pick up the questions later on. All right. Do not wait until the end. You can ask the questions anytime in the chat box. So this is about styling. Next thing I'm going to show you is let's move away from this. I go back to Malaysia map. Just double click. So this is Malaysia map. We can do charts. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. So charts, you can configure the chart. We'll ask you, okay, this is, for example, Malaysia state. And then you can just select anything you want. You can save the chart configuration as we call it a chart file. So you can retrieve it back in the future if you want to. So we have a lot of charts types you can choose from. You can even create your own chart type if you wish. Then you can reuse it anytime you want. And once you have created your chart, you can click on export to put it in a different window, in a different screen in your dashboard that you want to present to everyone. Okay. By the same way, we have gauges. So the gauge, you can do also the same. You can choose the gauge type. No, these are the colors. Okay. You can choose the one you want. You can also choose the type. And what we have done is we have added for the charts. Let's say if you are working in an environment where the data changes very often, you can auto-update the chart given a certain number of seconds. Let's say every 1 hour, that would be how many seconds? 3,600 seconds. So yeah, every 1 hour it would update, refresh the charts. And by the same way, the gauges are different than the charts. So you click on save, and it's a gauge file. Okay. Now, let's say I have two maps. So this is my original map. And if I want to have, let me see, I'm going to add another map. Okay. Let me save this as the default map first. Go to File, Save as Default Map. Okay, saved. And if I click here, I refresh, it will open the default map as well. Okay, so it's the same thing. But what I'm going to show you is if I zoom in here, let's say I don't need to have all these layers. I don't want all these. I don't want the zones. I don't want the roads. I just want to keep the schools. I'm going to remove this. If I go back to the schools here, let me put these two windows side by side. Just a moment. Let me see. All right. So I have two windows side by side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the display. This one, I'm going to use the dark, no, this one, sorry. I'm going to change the dark Carto. All right. Sorry about this. Let me just put it, oops, no, that is too small. The screen is too small. Okay. All right. Okay. It's not exactly what I wanted. All right. So if I click here on the synchronize, so this is the primary screen, or this is the master screen. And I'm going to synchronize with another screen. I don't click the primary, okay? So I just turn on. So whenever I zoom open here, it will follow the same on the other side, right? So if you want to demonstrate something to, right, let's say if I turn off Centroid, I turn off Malaysia State, all right, just keep on, turn off the roads, okay? So whenever I move, it will also move at the same exact place. Zooming in also will be the same. All right. So if you have different layers in different maps, you will be able to show the same location to show different stuff, different things that are in there. All right. Okay, I'm gonna close this. I don't need it. I'm just gonna turn off the syncing. All right, so I'm back to my day-to-day window. Okay, labeling keyboard. So annotation, drawing, labels. Let's take a look at the labeling now. Now, if I want to do some labeling, earlier I've created some labels, but I'm going to recreate the labels to show you how it works. I'll go back to, I'm going to turn on Malaysia State. I will click here. If I look for any labeling, tools, I just click or use the keyboard, Control K, then I just type labeling, click here, and then the labeling tool has appeared. Okay. And you have a lot of options. But you can see that I've already, here, I have already created the labeling for the state, Malaysia State. So if I zoom in here, labeling works only on the features, feature types, meaning that WFS or KML, for example. So what I've done here is I've set up the labeling, I've set up the placement as well, the style, what kind of style. I have a word wrap as well, just like any other desktop software. So I can click on the, this is for basic information. Like here, this is what you want to be labeled. Like here you can see that this is state, then the field, this is the field name, and then the daira is, for example, so I can add something, for example, hi there. As you can see, it has been updated. Of course, you don't put hi there in your labels. That would be just to show you that this is dynamic. And whenever you save your map, it will be there as well. Okay. And you can work on the placement. If it doesn't fit inside the feature, then it will be removed. The more you zoom in, then your labels will appear. So this is very useful for the users to know how to what to say, how to be able to, if they're looking for a place, for example, so they know where they are exactly. I'm going to reactivate the labeling. Okay. All right. I'm going to remove the text I've added. I don't need it. Okay. Then I just click on close the panel. So this is one of the powerful powerful tools that we have in GISimple. It's very easy to use and to create. Okay, I guess most of you have been using GIS desktop, so you know what is what is a bookmark. If I click here, if I go to QGIS, oh, but then I think all my bookmarks are gone, but never mind. Browser. Yeah, all my bookmarks are gone, which is okay. It's good because I can just create a new one. So here, what I'm going to do is inside QGIS, I'm going to create a bookmark. So the bookmark are very easy to create. I just right click, new spatial bookmark, and then I will call it TTDI. Okay. I can create a group if I want to. I just use map canvas. That's great. And then I will click on save. So now I have a user bookmark, which is TTDI. And by the way, this is one of the things that we teach in the training. So let's say if I'm here, somewhere here, and then I want to go back to that view, TTDI view, just double click, and then you will zoom there. But sometimes you have, let's say, your own bookmark, and then you want to view the location inside the web map. To do that, first thing is I'm going to right click. Sorry, just a second. Yeah, export spatial bookmarks. So I'm going to export the bookmark to my folder, and I will call it TTDI. Okay, click on save TTDI bookmark. Sorry, that would be even better. I click on save, done. And in GISimple, I'm going to do Control K, I press on Control K, bookmarks. Click here, so I have the bookmark panel that opens. These are some of the bookmarks that I've created earlier. Okay. These are bookmarks from the training material, but okay, this is one of the, let's see if I click here, TDTI, this is an older bookmark. I'll just click and then it will zoom to TTDI. And okay, I have like here, this is area 1. So all these bookmarks actually imported from they imported from QGIS. So let's import the one that we created just now. I click on import from QGIS. Then ask me where is the bookmark, demo, TTDI bookmark. Okay. So I should have TTDI bookmark somewhere here. Is it this one? Yeah, this is the one. So if I double click, it will zoom to the area earlier. Okay. And I can do also something else. If I zoom to Malaysia again, Malaysia states, and zoom to Sarawak this time, not Sabah all the time. So from here, what I can do is I can save this place as a bookmark. I will call it Sarawak. Can add a description and then add the bookmark. So I've created the bookmark. This is Sarawak bookmark. So whenever I double click or click, it will zoom back and pan to the exact same place. And then if I want to export this bookmark, hang on. If I want to export the bookmarks, we'll just call them GISimple bookmarks. Save. And then if I go back to QGIS, spatial bookmarks, import spatial bookmarks, and then I have GISimple bookmarks. There you are. All the bookmarks have been imported. Here I have twice TTDI because I created it and then I re-imported it from how do you call it, from GISimple. So if I double click on Sarawak, so this is obviously Sarawak. And then I have all kind of bookmarks that were created earlier. There you go. Okay, so it's a two-way save. You can use them in QGIS or in GISimple as well. Okay, so this is about the bookmarks. Let me check anything else. Bookmarks, labels, done. Okay. Other things is you can view your data from external servers as well. I do Control K. You have external servers here. Let's say if you have data from somewhere else, a different server can key in here the info, then you'll be able to load it. If you have also ArcGIS feature store, is it? You can do a feature service layers. So what you can do is you can just load them. I had some samples taken from Esri's website. So let's say you have Esri, no, not this one. I don't have the samples anymore, but can just click here, validate service, then you can load the data that you want. But if I add to map, okay. So this is the tiles from Esri's ArcGIS server. Okay. Feature stores are supported as well. Okay. Let me remove this. All right. What else do we have? Okay. You are an administrator. So once you click on Super Admin, you have the admin settings. Okay, the admin settings opens here, and you have a lot of things that you can do is, for example, you can add a user. So the user will be added into your system or into your web map. You can just add a user if you want to. Then the user will have to key in more information like a first name and so on. I'm not going to demo this this time. We don't have much time. You have the role permission. Role permission is, this is all the um, the floating panels and for example, like the file menu, who can who can have access to them and not, depending on the type of user. Like for example, you have uh, the feature or the pan zoom identify can be used by everybody, but if I took like add remove layers, can be used by the super admin and admins only, but not the users or guests, but I can modify that if I want to. So it's quite flexible and powerful at the same time. You don't have to do any programming. The projects is something I said I was going to talk about. Let me continue, then I'll show you the projects. So the projects, this is the list of projects, and these are the folders for each project. Branding is if you want to add your own logo in the project, you can do that. You can rename the project. Backup, you can back up the project to restore after this. And then we have a portable project is something we are going to show you during our next webinar. Upload groups, that is something which is related to the portable projects. You have system settings, allow self-registration, login with email. So you have, these are more on the user level. Configuration, this is configuration of your own GeoServer. But actually, it doesn't need really to be GeoServer. It can be map server or anything that is serving maps through web services. And then we have some statistics. If I refresh the statistics, I have some statistics about the downloads, the uploads, and so on. This is very useful when because if you are in a metered environment, SaaS environment, then at least you know roughly where you are, what the users are using, downloading, and so on. Okay, now talking about projects. So let's say if we zoom to Johor, okay, and or we can just use another map file. Let's say I'm going to open a project that you have saved earlier. So we have Sabah TTDI. Never mind, let's just open TTDI again. All right. And this is for the TTDI team. Okay, you have a team that works always in TTDI. So what you do is, as the super admin, it's very easy to create a new website for your users in that area. You click on File, and then you have Create Standalone Project. Project name will be TTDI. Folder name, you can choose the same or a different name, but I'm going to keep it to TTDI. Then I will create the project. This takes a bit of time because it's creating some new web pages and everything. It's done. So you can either click here to view the project. So there's your project, TTDI project. It's written here, TTDI at the beginning, and then it will open up. So this is very useful because you can remove, add any layers before you can create your project. Okay, and you can create, for example, inside the same project, you can create your own default map, so people can have access to a different default map than the global default map. All right. So once you have created the project, your project will appear here. So here I need to refresh. So TTDI, sorry, projects. So TTDI project is here. So you can just brand it with your own logo, rename, backup. Once you have done that, you can just, use and reuse in different locations. So I've seen add users, I've seen permissions, project, and then you can also select backup. Okay. If you want to restore, then you'll be able to restore the backup project. Okay, let me check. Well, I think we have gone over time, right? But we had, and this is we have just done we haven't seen all the tools, but what I need to show is what's coming up next. Farida, did I forget about anything so far? You are muted.
Sorry, Mr. Reyes. So I think for the last part about project management, you want to show? Or just consider the project creating project just now. It's just for project management.
Yeah, this is for projects. Which I cannot remember which one, sorry. Project management, creating project, we have shown that. Saving as a map file, we have seen how to save a map file that we can reuse. Okay. Then saving default map. So this was already covered. Thanks, Farida. Since this is the end of the demo, but I want to show you what we will be for the next webinar. So that will be a demo on our app that is fully integrated with a GISimple. So people can retrieve data from GISimple, do edits, and then send back to the office. All right, so I'm going to show you this. This is the one. 1 second. All right, so I'm going to open this. Okay, so this is one video, and then there's another video because the AR was not very clear, very short video I want to show as well. So this is a video I took this morning. It's basically our AR engine that allows us to see the data. Because the previous video, the AR was not, we couldn't really see on the phone when we're on the field, but this is basically to see roughly where is the data and all. This is still under development, but it will be available in with the app as well. So the idea is people retrieve data from GISimple, they edit and then upload back the data as well. Right, so this is our own engine. We have developed the engine by ourselves for the AR. It's not using any other engines like AR Core or even in AR Toolkit. And if you are interested to attend the next webinar, that will be part 3. So our webinar was supposed to be 3 parts, but we are doing 4 parts actually. So our application is called GeoVirtualis or GOV. And this is the app, the icon. If you want to register, you can just snap a pic to use the scan the QR code. Or Farida, could you please put the or Lynn, if you don't mind to put the link in the chat as well. I think it's easier. Okay, I'm going to keep this open, but if you have any questions, please.
Okay, I have shared the link in the chat box.
Okay, a few questions. First, yes, the recording will be, this is Nurzuliza, yeah. Yeah, the recording will be on our website, on YouTube. We have a channel as well. So we will inform the people who attended where to find the recording. Okay, GISimple is not a freeware, so this is an application that we provide as a SaaS, SaaS, meaning that it's going to be on a subscription basis. Q2G is free and open source. Anyone can use it. And we will make the app available for the at basically no cost for the GISimple users, and also some of other plugins will be available as well. Okay. Okay. TSGS Muhammad Faidullah. So this will be SaaS, meaning that we will provide how to call it? It will be on subscription basis, but all the rest of the information or the tools that surround the hub will be available freely. It's going to be open source as well, most of them. If not, some of them will be free but not open source. All right. It will be, but those tools you will be able to use them for other for your own data. You don't really need to have GISimple, right? So GISimple is going to be paid, but the rest is not, most probably not. Sorry. Publicly, yes. I mean, when you say publicly, of course, we will provide machines on the cloud. So if you have, we will provide the IP address, and if you have a domain you want to link to it, we can help you to do that as well. Okay, Muhammad Charizal. Yes, the answer to your question, which was, I would like to ask whether GISimple supports distributed collaboration across multiple users or systems. So the answer is yes. Through GeoVirtualis, the app, And we also have some other applications that we are developing, but it won't be ready for another two months, okay, testing and so on. So we'll be able to load your data into QGIS, and then you'll be able to version all that. Okay, so we have something which is being developed, and it's going to be open source. And we are going to show that in part 4, the last part of this series of webinars. Let me check. Did I forget anybody? Farida?
Another one, Mr. Elias, from GSWIB. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it.
GSWIB, okay. That's why we ask people to put the real name. It's okay. All right. Query 2 says which area has a population less than 5,000 people? Can it support? Yes, we can do this kind of queries. We can add this kind of queries as well. It's possible to do, but we don't want, we look at it more as a tool or a software to display your maps to be used as a hub for collaboration, and also to be able to do some basic analysis. Like, for example, like we can do heat maps, but as I always say, if you want to do serious analysis, use a desktop software. Does it answer your question? Oh, what is the channel name? Lynn, can you please provide to Vector the channel name?
I already provide.
Oh, you have. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. Any other questions? You can unmute yourself and ask if you want. Okay. If you don't have any questions, I think we will stop here for today. Feel free to contact us. This is our, can you see the contact page? Got it. Okay. The easy email is sales@gis.fm, but it doesn't mean that it's only for sales. We reply the emails we receive within 24 hours usually, when it's a working day, of course. I hope that you have enjoyed this demo. We are always here to make GIS more affordable and still very powerful. We have a lot of QGIS training. Our training courses are they are more and more popular, and it's a very good course. We do a lot of open source work as well. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us directly at sales@gis.fm, or you have Farida's email address or Lynn email address. Nurul has Lynn. All right. Yeah, so maybe we always end up with, at the end, we ask if you can turn on the camera so you can do a group picture, if you don't mind. Can you turn on your camera?
Yes, group Wi-Fi, everyone.
Boleh?
Just turn on your camera.
Don't be very shy. Hi, Mr. Azwan. How are you? Long time no see. Okay. Hi.
We cannot see Mr. Elias. Maybe Mr. Elias need to stop the sharing.
Oh, I need to stop sharing. Sorry. So yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
stop
sorry.
sharing. All right. Okay. So anyone else wants to add before we take the photo? Hey, hi, Izam. Thanks. Shahril, who else? Muhammad Zaki, Aline, right? Aline Tanga. Hey, hi.
Mr.
Egna,
Chua from Sarawak Energy. Mr. Chua, are you there?
where? I can't. Mr. Chua, okay. Victor, hi, Victor.
Puan Kam Haryati, we want to see
Welcome,
you.
dia on and
Alright.
off. Dia macam malu sikit. Okay, everybody. So are you ready for the photo?
Okay, Lin. Okay, just I count 1, 2, 3. Everybody can be ready
Sekejap.
for.
Ada lagi.
Okay. The last session for Raya. Before Raya. Okay, everybody is ready? Andin is ready?
Hi.
Okay. 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Oke, ada lagi satu,
Okay.
ada orang yang baru
Okay.
masuk.
One more time, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, freestyle. 1, 2, 3. Another one. The last one. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much,
Okay.
everyone. So I'll see you next time for the app webinar. All right. So thank you very much, and we will let you know once the recording is available. Thank you so much,
Okay.
and Selamat Hari Raya.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I also
Bye.
personally would like to wish Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Maaf Zahir Batin, and safe journey, everyone. See you
Thank
again
you.
in our
Bye.
next webinar. Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.